everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. So what we're going to do is a demonstration of the new method. And the method is something that, as I mentioned in the email, was passed down from an old-time trader at the CBOE to the person who taught me, who had a small group of traders that he taught it to. And so it's been around for about 3 generations, and it works really, really well. It is my bread and butter trade. It's something that I've kept secret probably for the last close to 10 years, about 8-9 years. And I've been using it almost every single day. I wouldn't say I use it every single day, but I use it most every single day to generate cash profits out of the market. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick some random dates so that you know that I haven't cherry picked these dates ahead of time. So if you take a look at the upper right hand corner, you see it's Sunday at 10:25 a.m. And when we start to use the Thinkorswim platform, it matches 10:25, and it even has a second clock there. So you can tell that I haven't cut and pasted or edited this video in any way whatsoever. So what we want to do is pick some random dates. So we're just going to we're going to start at 2019 because not sure how far Thinkorswim goes back, but we'll start at 2019 and we can end in, because it's not December 23 yet, we'll end in May of 2023. And we want only the weekdays, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, because there is no trading on Saturdays and Sundays. And so what we want to do is, and I'm just going to go ahead and change this. So I have the date, I have the day, the time, the date. Actually, I don't even need the day. All I need is the date, the month, and the year. So let's get the dates. I'm going to just go ahead and click this. And it's given me, I actually want to do 10 dates. I don't want to do 5. I want to do 10 dates. Let's get those dates. Okay, here we go. So the very first date is October 7th, 2019. So let's go to the platform, or Thinkorswim platform. And what it does, the Thinkorswim platform has some unique properties. And so what I want to show you is a couple different things. Number one, we are using simulated trading. That's the only way you can use the Think Back program. So we can go back in time and take a look at what would happen if we did add these trades. And they are simulated trades at this point. But they are closing trades, so we get a pretty good idea of exactly what's going to happen when we do close out a trade. The other thing I want you to look at is the fact that we're using this Think Back. You can do it yourself. So if you want to test out the system, you can do it yourself. Now, obviously, this is a demonstration of the method, so I'm not going to give you all of the secrets and tricks about how we actually, choose everything and how we actually go about making these trades. But I will show you how that we are going to be making trades. They were not picked ahead of time. As I just showed you, they are totally from the random.org. And then what we're going to do is there's 2 screens here that I really want you to pay attention to. Number one is the changes. So we're going to use the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY. You could use the IWM. You could use the QQQs. You could use the diamonds. So normally I only do this on ETFs. You can do it on individual stocks. It's a little bit more risky. I like to use the ETFs instead. So we're going to be taking a look at the changes. Then this is the date in which we're going to enter the trade. But the trades to get the P&L is going to be down here. So I'm going to increase the date to the next day, and we'll see exactly what the P&L of the either profit or loss is, okay? So in this spreadsheet, I'm going to put down whatever the profit is and whatever the loss is, and I'm going to list it on the sheet as we go through these 10 dates. Okay, so let's see, I just need to go back to this. I'm going to clear the screen and the drawing, and we are good to go. So let me see what that date was again. It's October 7th, 2019. And so let's go to October 7th, 2019. Is that correct? October 7th, yeah. Okay, so now what I want to do is, the only thing I really want to do, and I will give you a little bit of a hint of exactly how we do it, but I want to see what happens to the SPY ETF over the last couple of days. So the 6th and the 5th are not trading days because the 7th is a Monday. So I want to take a look and see exactly what happened to the ETF over the last few days. So here we had on the first, this is what happened on the second. And let me just close this up because I haven't really chosen anything yet. That's the first, that's the second, that's the third, that's the fourth, fifth and sixth are not trading days, and so we're going to go to the seventh. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to choose one of the option chains. So these are the option chains down here, and it tells you the number of days before expiration. So that's 0 days, that is 2 days. That actually expired last Friday. This is 2 days left to expiration. This is 4 days left to expiration. What day is this? It is a Monday. Okay. This one has 11 days to go. This one has 14 days to go. This has 16 days to go. Generally, because we're not holding these positions for a very long time, it's only going to be like a day or two. So we're only looking at options between the 21 and the 14 days. That is generally the best time to do this, okay? And I explain exactly why in the training. So let's just take the middle one here. We'll go on the 18th here, and we'll take a look at all the option chains all options that are available to us. Now, which one I pick is really the secret sauce. It's the secret of why the MM works. And so if I was to choose this, I'm going to choose a call, and we're not going to buy it. We're going to sell it. There are buyers ready to go in. They will, if you offer it at the bid, market makers have to take it. So I'm going to reduce this to 103. And if you place an order at the bid to sell on the open, the market makers have to take it. So there's plenty of buyers in the market, and if they offer it at 103, as a bid, then they have to take that. So now what we're going to do is we already have $1.50. We lost $1.50 because we didn't take the middle. If we tried to split the middle, which is something I do recommend, like at 104 or 105, then we're good. But I'm going to go in at the bid. We're going to take ourselves at a disadvantage right at the open because we want to make sure we don't miss the opportunity. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to do one contract here. So the minimum that you can do in the market is one contract on an option. And each contract represents 100 shares of the SPY ETF. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to advance the date. The date that we entered is the 7th. We're going to advance the date just 1 day. And we made $60. So that's all we want. That's all we want. We want the money. There's other reasons why we're going to take our profits at this point, but that is exactly what we're doing. So we're going to enter $60 up here as profit on this side for the first date. And we're going to close that out, and we're going to take the $60. Let's take the next random date, which is June 9th, 2020. So we'll go to June 9th, 2020. There we go. And now, I just want to see what day is this. This is a Tuesday. So what I want to do is I want to take a look and see what happened to the SPY ETF over the last couple of days. So I'm going to go back. That's a Monday. I need a couple more days of that. So I'll have to go back to like the 4th or 5th. And part of the MM system is a spreadsheet that you're going to be able to take. Either you can print it out or you can use it on your computer of the changes in the SPY ETF so that you know exactly what to do. So I give you all the rules, exactly what to do when you, for each day that you want to enter a trade. So let's just take a quick look here. We're going to go to the 2nd, and the date that we're going to trade is on the 9th. Okay, so we're going to take a look at a few days of past data. Okay, so we're going to go to the 9th. There we go. So again, generally between the 20th and the 20 days to expiration and 14 days to expiration. So I'm just going to split it down the middle. It doesn't matter. I could take the 15th or the 17th. I'll take the 17th. And this time we are going to sell a call. So I'll sell this one up here. We're going to go to the 334 strike price. This is where the strike prices, if you're not familiar with option chains, is basically you're betting that if you buy an option, it's going to go to the 334 or higher strike price so that you can make money. But if in this case, we're selling options. So we're going to sell the option, and we're just going to go ahead and again, we're going to give them, we're going to take the bid. So we're gonna sell to them the bid price at the bid price of $1.20, and we are assured of getting into that trade. And so the very next day, we're on the 9th. We're going to advance the date just one day. Now remember, take a look at the clock, make sure it matches. I have not edited this video whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and advance the date, and we're up 39.50. Now, 39.50 in a single day is not too bad, because here's what happens. As I mentioned, we can scale it. So let's say we do 5 options. Now we're up $197 in a single day. We could do 10 options. Now we're up $395 in a single day. We could do more than that. We could do 50 options. It depends on the capital we have available. Now you're up $2,000 per day. So I'm just using one as an example to get you started, to show you what the potential is. Now, there's a couple of things that you could do. You could either take that profit and move on to the next one, which is what I recommend. So we're just going to take the $39.50 and we're going to move on to the next trade. Let's take a look at our next date. Our next date is December 16th, 2020. Okay, again, I want to find out what the SPY is doing over the last few days. Let's see what day this is. This is a Wednesday. So we're just going to go ahead and go back a couple of days. And let me just go back. The date is December 16th. So I just need a few days of data, which you'll be able to track in your spreadsheet that I give you with the system. Let's go to the 12th. 12th is not a trading day, so we only, weekends kind of get in the way. But what we want to do is we want to track the changes of the SPY from a few days before we start to trade. So that's the 11th. 12th and 13th are weekends. Now we're going to go to the 14th, 15th, and the 16th. It's the 16th, yes. Okay, so now, again, we're between 20 and 14 days, so I'm going to split the middle. I'm going to take the 15th here. And what we want to do now is just go ahead and try to find an option that has a fairly decent premium to it. And I'll take this one right here. I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to, again, the bid is at 112. So I'm going to take it down to 112. We want to get into the market. We don't want to lose the opportunity. So we're going to take the bid here. Normally, what you want to do is try to split the bid if you have time. If you don't have time, just take the bid because the opportunity is good. So now we're going to advance the date from 12/16, which is a Wednesday. And don't forget to look at the time. We are exactly synchronized here, so I'm not editing this video whatsoever. We're going to advance the date one day to see if we have a profit or loss. So we have a $25.50 profit, and so I normally recommend you take it right away. You don't wait, so you made $25.50. Now, most option platforms, whether it's Thinkorswim, Tasty has $1 per contract commission fee. Thinkorswim is only 65 cents now per contract. The difference between Tasty and Thinkorswim, though, is Tastyworks will cap at 10 contracts. So if you're doing 10 contracts, it's only $10. So if we did 10 contracts here, it would cost us $10 on Thinkorswim. And if we did it on Tastyworks, it would cost us $10. But if we did 20 contracts, then the Thinkorswim platform would charge us So let's see, 65 cents times 20. I have to get my calculator out. Times 20 is 12 bucks, and Tastyworks it only charges $10. Okay, that's the difference. So we're just going to do one contract just for the purposes of this example, and we're $25.50, so we put that in our profit column. All right, so we haven't lost one yet, but we probably will. I mean, the losses are inevitable, right? So now we're going to go to December 17th, which is actually the very next day. Okay, well, that was random's. That was random.org's pick, not mine. So they did it the very next day. So now we're going to go to the very next day, and we just want to review the history of the changes in the SPY for a few days. And those are weekends, so we're going to go to the 14th, 15th, 16th, and the 17th. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take a look at the option chain. We're going to see which ones expire between 20 and 14 days. And I'm going to split the middle and just take the 18th one here. And I'm just going to take another random contract. We're going to use one contract in our example. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to just go to the very next day. And we have a $23 profit. So we're just going to mark that. Let's take the next day is going to be April 5th, 2021. So we'll go to April 5th, 2021. And again, we want to take a look at the changes in the SPY over the last couple of days, just a quick review. And I think we have some weekends in here, so we have to go back a little bit further. And we're just going to review the changes of the SPY, the ETF. And what was the date again? The date is the 5th. And the 5th is a Monday. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the option chain between 21 and 14 days. We have a couple of them in the middle here. I'll take the one for the 18 days. And we'll just go ahead out here, and we'll make a random pick, and we're just going to go ahead and take a look at this one. Again, we're going to put the odds in the favor of the market maker, and we're going to go in at the bid. And we're going to get that option because we don't want to lose the opportunity. And then we're going to advance it by 1 day. And we only have $1 profit. Now here's, I'll give you another tip. If you do have a $1 profit, you can hold it for a second day. If you don't want to get out, you can hold it for a second day. Now we're up at $28.50. Now we get out. So as long as we didn't lose money, we can get out of the contract. So we're at $28.50, and that is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've already gone through 5 days without a single loss. That's somewhat typical, but not. I mean, because the system works so well, you can do that. So let's see if we get a loss here. September 3rd, 2021. Let's go to September 3rd, 2021. Now this is going to be on a Friday, so we can go back a few days to see what the changes are in the SPY. And so we're just going to go ahead and go back. Okay, so that's Sunday. So here's the Monday of that trading week. And what was the date again? We are going to do the 3rd. Okay, so we're on the 3rd. So all we have to do is go into our option chain, and we're going to take the expiration chain between 21 and 14 days. We've got 2 in the middle here at 17 and 19. I'll go ahead and take the 17. I'll take the 19th. Just for that option there. And we're going to go ahead and take a random pick. We'll take this one at the 458 strike. And again, we're going to give the advantage to the market makers. So we're going to bring it down to 116. We're going to sell it for $1.16. It's one contract. And we're going to go to the very next trading day, which is a weekend because this is a Friday. Okay, so we're holding it over the weekend. The 5th is a Sunday, and here we are on the 6th. Okay, so we got to go to the 6th. Okay, so now on the 6th, no, the 6th is not a trading day either. Okay, we got to go to the 7th. And we go to the 7th, and we're up $40. Okay, so we still haven't found a loss. Too bad. All right, I want to show you what to do with the loss. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Now, again, like I said, scaling is pretty easy. You want to do 100 contracts, you can. You can make $4,000 a day. I don't know how much you need, but 10 contracts is $400 a day. Or you can do anything in the middle. So you can do 50 contracts if you want. You make $2,000 a day. So it is highly scalable, and it all depends on the amount of capital that you have. Now, when you start out, you can have a small amount of capital and do 1, 2, or 3 contracts. So if you want to do 3 contracts, and you're up $120 a day times 20 trading sessions in a day. So let's say, or in a month. So in a month, there are approximately 21 trading days. So let's say there's 21 trading days and you're up $120 a day. That's $2,500 a month. Really just for following the system. Okay, that's it. All you're doing is following the system. All right, so we're just going to take the lowest end of that, and we're going to go ahead to the next day. Let's see if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 so far that are profitable days. Let's go to the next date, which is October 12th, 2021. And let's see what we've got. So what day is that? The day is a Tuesday, so we want to go back to the 6th or 7th just to get an idea of what the SPY did over those last few days. So we'll go back to the 6th or 7th. Oops, went back too far. I don't want to go back that far. Okay, so let's just see what it did. And we're at the 12th. We want to go to the 12th. Got over a weekend. And so there's the 12th, right? So yeah, we want to do the 12th. So again, we have option chains between 20 and 15 days. We've got 2 in the middle. I'm going to take the 17th. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to sell one at the market, and it says 145, so we're going to go to 145, and so we give the market maker what they want. We want to sell it. We want to sell it. We want to sell it so we don't lose the opportunity. So let's go ahead and advance one day, and we're down 1750. So we have our first loss. So this is a good thing. So what do you do when you have a loss? Do you hold on to it for the next day, or do you exit the position? Now, there's a couple different ways that you can handle this, but generally what I like to do is if I have a loss on the first day, then I like to take it. So we're going to have a loss here of 1750. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can put a minus sign in there. I'll probably end up with a problem here. So I'm going to color it red. That's what we'll do. All right, so we have our first loss. We're going to exit that for $17.50. Let's go to, so we got one. We've got out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, we have one loss so far. Let's go to May 3rd, 2022. and that was just recently. So we want to take a look. What day is this? It's a Tuesday, so we want to go back a few days so we can see exactly what happened to the SPY during that time period. So we went back here, and the date again. Sorry, I keep forgetting the date. It's May 3rd. It's hard to do about five things at the same time while recording. So anyway, so we want to do this. We're at the 29th. 30th is a weekend. The 1st is a weekend. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay, so what we want to do is come down and look at the expiration between 20 and 14 days. And we're going to take the middle. So I'm going to take the regular ones at 15 expiration. And I'm going to go ahead and sell one here. And we're going to do the bid. We're going to take the bid here at 147. And we're going to advance one day. And was that a holiday? The 6th? Oh, okay. We have a problem with the data. So the data is not showing up for the 6th. Let me try it one more time. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. So, okay, let's try it one more time on the 5th. There's no data. Okay, so I apologize for that. Evidently, Thinkorswim is doing some upgrades to their system. Let's advance to the 7th and see if we have anything on the 7th. The 7th is not a trading day. The 8th is not a trading day. The 9th. All right, we got data for the 9th. So sorry about that. I'm not sure how it's going to affect our outcome here. So we're down $113, but we should have gotten out on the 6th. We were entering this on the 3rd. And we're entering on the 3rd. Sorry, I may have messed up the dates here. So if we're doing this on the 3rd, yeah, I'm sorry, I messed up the dates. Okay, so let's do this one more time. So we are doing this on the 3rd. So let me just check the past. And again, I am not editing this video. 10:52:35, 10:52. So my clock time matches. So it's the 3rd, not the 5th. I apologize for that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we'll do it one more time here. So we'll do the 20th to the 13th, 20 to 14 days. We'll take the 17th, and we'll just pick one here at random, and we'll go ahead to the 4th. Hopefully the 4th is a trading day. All right, so now we have $87 in profit. So we're going to take $87 in profit. And now we've got one more date left, I believe. In that, no, we've got two more dates. February 10th. So we need to go back to February 10th. And we need a couple of days of data. So we can go back to the 7th. So we'll take a look at what happened to the SPY over the last couple of days. Oops, we don't want that. Just make sure I got the right date. Yep, February 10th. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the option chain between the 20th and the 15th, the 14th days. And we've got one here on the 15th and 18th. I'll take the 18th. And just so I remember exactly what the data looks like, let's see what the data looks like here. Sorry, I keep going back and forth here. But anyway, I keep forgetting the dates. Getting old, I guess. And we want to stop on the 10th. So we're going to pick this. We don't want that date. That's too far away. We're going to go ahead and pick this date here. And we'll pick a random price here. And we'll just, so from the 10th, and this is our second to last day. We only got one more day left. And let's see. We have $77 profit. And so we have, so far we have 8 wins and just 1 loss. And again, if you're doing contracts, that's a $770 profit in a single day. If you did contracts, 10 contracts on the loss, it'd be a $175 loss. But we can calculate that later. So we've got 1 date left. Let's see if we can get another loss here. This is April 24th, 2023. Oh, that May 3rd, 2022. I think I did the wrong year. Did I do the wrong year? No, I didn't do the wrong year. Okay, anyway, April 24th, 2023. Okay, this is... I'm sorry, I did the wrong year. February 10th, 2023. I apologize. I did 2022. All right, well, we need to move on here because this is getting long enough. That was random enough, I guess. I just missed the year. All right, now we're going to go to April 24th, 2023. So we have to go out an entire year here. I apologize for that. It's still pretty darn random, right? I got the day right, the date, April 24th, 2023. Okay, so now... April, what day is it? 24th. 24th, there we go. Okay, so it's a Monday, so we're going to need a few more days of data behind that. So let's go back a little bit. And it's the 24th, so we're going to do the 17th and then advance a little bit here. 22nd, 23rd of the weekend. So we got this. So we're going to go ahead and go between the 20 and the expiration between the 20 and 14th day. We've got an 11 and an 18. I'll take the 18. 11 is a little bit too short of a time period for me. The 18th, the majority of the trades that I do is probably closer to the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. Okay, so that's generally what I do. So we're going to go ahead and pick another random sell. We're going to sell 1 contract as we usually do. 14. We're going to give them the bid. So we're going to sell it at and give the advantage to the market maker there, but we don't want to miss the opportunity. So we go in at the bid, which they have to honor, and we'll go to the next day. And we have an $81 loss. So now we have an $81 loss. So out of 10 days, we have 2 losses. So let's add these up now. So what we'll do here is I'm just going to expand this out. I'm going to do auto sum there. We do auto sum there. And so our net profit, let's make that a little bit bigger for you. So our net is going to be B minus A. And so, oops, it's A minus B. Sorry about that. So we made $282. Now, this is where, and remember, this is just a demonstration video. I would have taken a lot more time to decide which kind of trades I wanted to make, but that is generally how it works out. $282 profit. Now, if you're doing 10 contracts of that, C13. You're talking about $2,800 out of 10 trades. So, like I said, it is scalable. It is scalable to just about any size that you want. That's 10 contracts. If you do, let me make that all 18. And if you do 20 contracts, yeah, it's eminently scalable. I mean, you could keep going. You go, if you did, let's say you did 50 contracts, which is still not, I mean, you do have to have the capital in your account to do 10 contracts, but this is one contract net. So, and you won 8 out of 10 trades. And I didn't even take, normally I do a little bit more analysis, which you'll get exactly the analysis that I do in the training. So we could have avoided maybe that one. But, if 50 contracts, and that's just for one set of trades over a 10-day period. Totally random. As I mentioned, all these dates were random. I messed up on these. Sorry, I apologize for that. I did get the dates right though. And this is the kind of profits that you can generate with this system. It's unlike anything that you've probably ever seen before. It does have risk to it, but it also has tremendous profits. There's a secret to this system that makes it work really, really well. Let's do just one more. I'm just going to do one more random date. Let's do 2 more random dates here. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to check those. December 16th of 2020. Let's just do 2 more just to drive home the point here. I'll do a little bit more analysis this time. So December 16th, 2020. Right? Oh, December 16th. It's my brother's birthday. All right. So now I'm on the right year and I'm on the right date. So what we need to do is take a look at some history. So let me just do some history here. We want to take a look what happened to the SPY over the last few days. And we want to pick the 20th to the 14th day. So we got one here as the 19th. We're just going to pick one at random. Advance the date, we got 2350. So now we've got one more day. I did a little bit more analysis there. 4/25/21. February 25th, 21. And the only data that you need in order to make these evaluations is all on this page. You don't really need anything else. It's the analysis that you need to do in order to determine which trade to take is all on this page. There's nothing else. There's nothing complicated. There's no algorithm. There's no things that you need to plug into a complicated piece of software. Everything that you need in order to do the trade is on this page. Now, I probably could have avoided at least this loss or maybe even this loss if I spent a little more time on the analysis, which I've not done. I'm trying to get through this video in order to show you the power of the system and the opportunity that's available to you using this system. But normally when I'm doing my analysis, it takes me, I'm doing it like in a few seconds. Normally I would take 3 to 4 minutes, at least, maybe less than 5 minutes though, in order to make a determination of both the selection of the option chain as well as the option that I'm going to take. So the 13th is and we are doing the 25th. So I need a couple of days of data. So I'll do the 15th, I'll do the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. 20 is not a trading day. 21 is not a trading day. Go to the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and the 25th. So what we're going to do here is go 18 to 20. And we'll take the 18th. 18th seems to be kind of the sweet spot here. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell this one. And we're going to advance it a day. And we made $56. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 losses on 10 wins and 2 losses. So you can see that, you know, just based on a very, very quick analysis of what I'm doing here, you can generate significant profits, and it's not complicated. So once you learn the system, you'll see exactly how it works. I'll show you all the things that I'm looking at, but everything that you need is on this page. Everything. You don't, like I said, you don't need any special software. You don't need to do anything. And generally what I do is I go into, at the end of the day, I'm looking for certain things. And when I see that thing, I enter a trade before the close, because these are all closing prices. And then I exit the next day at the close. And these are the results that you can get. The only thing that you need to do is determine how large a number of contracts that you want to do. Hey, one contract, you make money. If you want to scale it, you can see what the scale is. You can do very, very well on scaling it. But I hope this helps you in, you know, kind of getting an idea of exactly what the system is all about. And I hope you join me. But it's one of these systems that, like I said, it was handed down from an old timer who was on the CBOE a long time ago, who was an option trader back in the old days, and he handed it down to someone else on the floor, who also was a trader on the floor, who then also became retired. And I learned it about 8, 9, almost 10 years now ago, and I've been using it as my bread and butter trade to make daily income and weekly income in options. It's better than anything else that you've ever seen when it comes to income option trading. It's the simplest. It's not complicated. You don't have a lot of complicated unwinding of calls, puts, credit spreads, iron condors, all of those, all of the complicated, different, and pretty sophisticated kind of option trading systems that you've seen that require multiple legs. It doesn't require that. It's a very simple system that works beautifully, as you can see. You know, out of 12 trades, we only lost 2, and it is that consistent. So anyway, I appreciate your time. I apologize for the mix-up on some of the dates, but you know, I'm trying to do the analysis. I'm trying to do everything at the same time, but they were totally random, as you can see. You can also check the clock as we go along. I have not edited this video at all. It is totally unedited, just for your use to evaluate this opportunity for yourself. Have a great day. Bye.